Okay, the formulas that you're going to look at today are for what we call volume. How much can go into something? So you might have volume, how much popcorn can go in the bag. If you have like a can of soda, how much soda is in the can? It's how much something goes inside. So I like using popcorn as an example. The volume is how much popcorn is there. And here's some other examples. It basically saying how many cubes can you get inside something. So like this one has 5 cubes for its height and 8 cubes for its length and 5 cubes for its width. So volume is going to have multiplying with 3 numbers because you have to get cubic inches or cubic centimeters. So volume is what goes inside. And when you answer, you're going to have like centimeters cubed or inches cubed or feet cubed. So volume is a cubed because you are going to multiply 3 things. All right, so we're going to start with prisms and cubes. We're going to put these two together. So your job is make sure you have the formula sheet and also make sure you have the note sheet. So we're going to start with this one right here. So if we have a rectangular prism, and if I go back to my formula sheet, it's length times width times height. So length times width times height. And when you're multiplying, you can multiply in any order. So length, width, height. So that is our formula. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to write that down. So volume, V, equals length times width times height. Or sometimes we just write it LWH, and that means we're going to multiply all of them. So for this first one, we have our length would be 6. So we're going to take 6 times our width is 3 times our height is 8. And all you need to do is just multiply all those numbers. So 6 times 3 times 8 is 144. So I get 144 cubic feet or feet cubed. There's a 3 there. Okay, so let's try the next one. Remember, we're going to do length multiply width multiply height. So here I have 10. So I'm going to have 10 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5. So 10 times 2 times 5. So 10 times 2 is 20, times 5 is 100. Again, 10 times 2 times 5 is 100. So this is 100 inches cubed. So make sure your label has a power 3. Okay. This one, we have our length would be 7. Our width would be 15. And our height would be 4. And you're multiplying them. So 7 multiply 15 multiply 4 is 420 yards cubed. All right, let's try this one. It's kind of a tall, skinny one here. So my length is 6. This time my width is 18. And my height is 16. So I'm going to multiply all of those. 6 times 18 times 16. Those are my 3 dimensions. 1,728 inches cubed. Okay, our next example, we have 12 by 8 by 4, and we're going to multiply them. So 12 by 8 by 4. Again, get a calculator before you do these. 12 by 8 by 4 equals 384 yards cubed. Our last example, we have our length is 19, our width is 5, our height is 6, and I multiply those for volume. Volume and area both use multiply. So 19 by 5 by 6 equals 570 feet cubed. Okay, so you need to stop the video and answer the questions on Canvas.